Hey, and welcome to the Spice of Life. This is Chris, and this is the beautiful Angela, and we're here to introduce you to another cooking show. But before we get started with that and all the amazing things, Angela just has a couple of friendly reminders for us.
Yes, everyone. We have a podcast. Yay! So please follow us on our podcast. The links are in the description, the bio, or in the comments. And we appreciate you guys' support. So we also have other social media sites as well that you guys can follow. That's in the link below. We have Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and probably more. Right. So please check out the description, the bio, or the comments for our links and much more avenues of things that we have to come. So please do that. And also our website. Our website is www.spiceolife.com.
Thank you for that, Angela. Very good. So, guys, we're not going to be doing a ton of cooking. Basically, what we're going to do, the only thing that's going to really be cooked is the rice, because we're making sushi and some hokey pokey balls. So, hokey pokey, mom.
He said hokey pokey. All right.
But yeah, so guys, you're gonna love it. We're gonna be putting all kind of fun ingredients into it. It's probably not gonna be the traditional way things get done. We're even gonna try to do it with long grain rice.
Yes.
You know, everybody, all the professionals will tell you it's impossible. You got to do it with the short baby grains. Yeah. So
you guys know what we do. We do our own thing. You know, we like challenges.
There you go. So here's the challenge. You guys kind of keep an eye out, and it's coming up next on the Spice.
Oh, life.
All right, guys, let's do this. Y'all ready to rock and roll?
Let's rock and roll.
We got some cucumbers and crab meat. It's looking delicious. Those stringy looking spaghetti looking things, believe it or not, are little mushrooms. Enoki. And we'll put the little name in the description below.
Okay, we got carrots. We have smoked herring, that's that fish. We have some lettuce. Also got that red ginger shrimp and some sauce, the soy sauce.
Soy, yummy. And baby shrimp with some roasted toasted sesame seeds.
Yay.
Looks delicious.
It does.
And smoked herring over there. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got the bamboo covered in the plastic to make it easier so the rice doesn't stick. And I'm telling you, you don't want that mess all tied up in those strings and the bamboo. It's not pretty. But we want to keep it with the tradition, so we do have that there to help with the way we're going to kind of mold it and roll the.
And like Chris said earlier, we use long grain rice. So Chris, tell them what you did to the rice, how you prepared that rice to make it sticky.
That rice was so tricky, but
tricky and sticky.
Exactly. To make it sticky, we I did steam it, but I steamed it a certain way to kind of speed up the process. Then I had to leave it in the pot for a while. I left it in that pot for a minute while I prepared things. Make sure the water came out of it. You want moisture, but you don't want too much moisture.
Right.
And my hands are washed, so you don't have to worry about that. Always wash, but they have to be moist and wet. So, because if I didn't keep my hands moisturized, that rice would have stuck all over my hands. Because it's almost like it gets a little pasty.
Yeah.
And then I laid another layer of plastic on top of the rice just to spread it out, kind of like you almost gotta make it spread like peanut butter. And you don't want it too thick.
And make sure that rice is coming right at the edge of where that seaweed, is. At the edge of the seaweed. So, yeah.
And this is an option. You could tear off the rice. You can get a little knife, and this is if you guys want to. You can, if you're into squaring it off, you get a little knife and square off and take off the rice. In this case, I don't believe I did that on this particular one. I just got the rice down, and then we started rolling. But yeah, that's if you're like, oh, what about the rice out on the edge? You can remove that with a knife or something if you want. It's not a big deal. Again, just to spread it out, you can see.
Okay, also I want to bring out the fact that we're using a beginner's kit, sushi kit. So if you're interested in the kit that we're using, click the Amazon link right in the description, bio, or in the comments.
Yeah, with that kit came this utensil that's very unique. So if you don't want to do the traditional roll or the bamboo, they give you an option of it's called a bazooka roll. So I'll let you guys check that. I'm not going to give it all away, so you guys check that out, and I'm sure you will enjoy it.
Also for the Instagram people, also for anybody, but Instagram, we got Linktree. The Linktree will link you straight to the link for the Amazon for the kit.
Yeah, I was going to center, because on that bazooka kit you do have to center your veggies on both sides, but then I had to get my mind right and say, okay, we're rolling this. So that's why I moved it over to one side, wherever I'm gonna start my roll at.
This is the way we roll.
Yep, I could have probably moved. I could have actually, stuck some of it a little bit further over, but you do want to start on the side. Usually the way you roll to center that. And see how that rice is hanging out the side there? I could have trimmed that, but it's not world changing if I don't. It's not. It's all good. I wanted to at least get the roll so you guys can see it's okay.
Yeah, looks nice and neat.
Yeah. I didn't use the crab on this one. I used, and that's like a Korean seasoning. It's like some kale and salt
and it got little bits of seaweed in it too.
Seaweed and egg.
And that was really good.
Yeah, it's good. And you could put a sauce in there. You can throw a little bit of soy or whatever in there, but that's something you can usually just add to your own roll when you roll it. Alright, so I wanted to get this off so it doesn't stick. So that's why you gotta be careful how you roll it and pull it off the plastic there. And that's what I'm kind of doing. So the food is kind of being pushed forward, but I'm just kind of see the rice will kind of mold to what you want, and then you kind of get it going. And it's not exactly what I wanted. And I could have, now I'm kind of getting control of it there. But at the same time, I have to be careful what I'm doing. So, is it the best, tightest roll I wanted? Nah. And then I had to, as you can see, I had to kind of
shape it up more.
As you can see.
But it looks good. There. It looks good. You did a great job of that. This is the first time. So, I'm telling you, that doesn't look like a first time sushi roll. Okay. Looks like a professional sushi roll. All right, so Christopher is having to cut that, and also please keep in mind too that you have to make sure that knife is, clean off.
Actually, keeping it moist and wet actually makes it easy to cut through. The reason why I was kind of gentle with it because the rice is delicate, and then I don't want to cut through the plastic. I put a lot of the cuts in the plastic, so that's why I didn't come too hard down. So it was kind of like you careful about how you cut it, and then Angela's. Pretty hands, you see those hands placing it right there.
Yeah, I had to be careful about plating it as well. I didn't want anything, any of the ingredients to come out. I want it to look very nice and neat. So I think I accomplished that.
You definitely got her done.
Thank you.
So yeah, it turned out pretty tight, as you can see. All right, so Angela, what you doing right here?
Here I go. I'm going to try to attempt to make mine as good as yours. But my sushi roll is going to be a little bit different. I'm making a crunchy top, guys. So I'm going to do exactly what Chris did with his rice in making sure that it's covered all over and smoothing it out. There I go. And that spatula, guys, and that spoon or whatever it is, it came in the kit. So it was very handy. So Chris going to help me flip it over. And there you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now I'm about to put my ingredients on. So if you see, as you see, I'm using carrots, and those carrots we make sure they were shredded. I mean pre-shredded. I didn't shred them myself. There we go with the crab meat. That is real crab, guys. You can use imitation crab, but we actually bought crab
legs.
Yeah, crab legs. And we cooked them in Old Bay seasoning.
And we cooked them, and Angela went through all those legs.
Yes.
That crab meat. So kudos to you for that.
Well, thank you.
For sure.
So now I'm putting cucumbers on, and those cucumbers were good. They were very good and fresh.
And then those big hands are mine.
Yeah.
That ginger over there.
Yeah, you had to get the ginger on the plate. So, and what else I got? I think I put 2 different types of seafood on here because I love seafood. All right, so I'm putting more carrots on. Make sure I got them well covered with my carrots. And they're the little shrimp. So those are really small shrimp. So the smallest of the shrimp that we could buy, we bought. So it could be, you know, so we could put it on our rolls and it won't be too big. You know, it won't interfere with our roll. Also, yep, I'm loading up with more crab meat.
Just so you can understand what we're doing here, what has happened is that we flipped it inside out, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So at first we were doing this dressing that Angela's doing on the rice side. Since we want the rice on the outside, now we're doing it on the kale side, the side of the skin that usually would be on the outside now. And so the rice now is going to be on the outside.
Yep. So Christopher is going to help me with this because, you know, he's experienced now. He's rolled a sushi.
I'm a 1 second veteran. I got 1 second there.
Oh, so you see, look, that's what a pro does.
Again, that's just to help shape it.
Yep.
So you want to mold it here. That's why and Angela's kind of touching it up. This is called giving it the lady's touch.
Yes. Crunchy top, guys. So that is panko. I had to harden it a little bit. So
she toasted it.
Yeah, toasted it. I'm sorry.
She put some. She toasted, and this is optional. Some people like the crunchy panko on it, or you can use different styles of that. And then she added, which is pretty cool. She added the roasted and toasted sesame seeds to that. And because it is the outside of the rice that is sticky, it can stick to it. It's where if you try to, of course, if you try to do that with the other skin, it'll fall.
Yeah, and that's me trying my best to be so careful in cutting this. So, and making sure I don't ruin it either. So,
and then on this, she has to even be more careful again because the outside of the skin now is not as tough. It's really like cutting almost like Jello a little bit.
Yes.
But she can come down a little hard if she wanted to because it's not plastic or anything. It's just the bottom part of the plate, a palette. But she did a good job here. My concern, I just didn't want her to get her hands.
Yeah,
I was really worried about that.
Yeah, it looked like I'm about to cut my finger, but
so no blood was lost in the process.
No blood was lost in the process, guys, but it turned out beautiful. Turned out beautiful though.
And you did a good job.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we decided to do it that way. But
yeah, of course, plating was done beautifully there. Look at there.
Yep, I know. Okay, so here is my poke bowl. So one thing I noticed I didn't do is put the rice in. So next time I'll do that, but still it turned out beautiful. So here we go with the shredded lettuce.
All right.
And what else we got?
Watch out now.
Here we go with the carrots, fresh shredded carrots. And
yeah, I like the way you kind of sectioned it there.
Thank you.
Some people just be flinging it everywhere, but you kind of had it looking very nice. I like how you kind of sectioned it, and you give people the option to say, hey, you can kind of do what you want to with it, but this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah, and those cucumbers. And there we go with the rest. I mean, I think we put the rest of the shrimp there. Did I use all the shrimp? But yeah, that's salad size shrimp. That's
those are salad shrimp. I was going to say, Angela correctly pronounced it as cucumbers, but in the South we say cucumbers.
All right.
With a Q.
Thank you for that correction. Okay.
No, there's no correction. You said it right. I'm Southern.
I'm more Southern than you. All right, we put crab meat in there, and we put the panko toppings on there, and there are those beautiful mushrooms, guys. We used them in our poke bowl. They were delicious.
Just if you don't mind,
go ahead.
Just let you know about those mushrooms. You can if you buy those, don't eat them raw. I suggest steam. You can steam them or boil them. And you don't have to do it for that long, because if you overcook them, they'll be way too chewy. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So I put some toasted, roasted sesame seeds on there. And now I'm going to put these delicious pink or red ginger. I don't know what they call it. Is it red ginger or pink ginger?
It is red, but it's have a pinkish color to it. So, but they call it red.
Oh, guys, that's very good. I didn't know that those exist. And I'm coming in with my yum sauce. Yum, yum, yum. That stuff is so good. I love it. So I'm actually sprinkling that sauce over the entire bowl, getting good coverage.
Yes, it is. And so you can see, y'all probably thought that we had a whole crew of professional people decorate this. This is all Angela, y'all.
And there we go with our Korean seasoning to top it off. I like that it has little bits and pieces of seaweed in there too. So it kind of looks like a deconstructed sushi roll, but it is good. And like I said, I should have put the rice in there too, but that's okay. We added the rice later, but voila!
We are done.
Yes.
And as you probably can tell and saw, that it was some work. It was
Yes.
some work. What do you think?
It was. Working with that rice is like, it was interesting, but because we have special tools to help us, and also the link to those, what we use, where we bought them, is below as well. So if you like your kit, your sushi kit, please click the link below.
Okay. Yep. So guys, I think we did a great job. I appreciated all the hard work, Angela and Jalen, Jordan, everybody's work behind the scenes. And now it is time, and I'm getting ready to do it. I'm going to give this this sushi a try.
All right.
Top it.
I'm gonna try mine too.
I add some of that pink ginger.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
This is delicious.
Really good. I am surprised. In fact, guys, this is our first time making sushi. We've never did it before. Never.
Maybe you already, maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, but yeah, I think teamwork, we tried to fit, we did it together. I enjoyed it. I had a great time.
I did too.
And it does taste delicious.
It does. It's so good. In the poke bowl, you guys see that? We actually are going to show you guys close up of what we made.
Yeah. And as you saw doing the thing, we did seaweed on the outside and kind of like the seaweed on the inside.
Oh yeah.
So you got the outside rice and then inside.
It's a
And
nice.
because we use long grain and things like that, it probably was a little bit more of a battle, but we made it happen, right?
Yes, we made it happen.
Yeah. So I feel good about it. You can always pair your stuff with, drink or whatever, but we got water this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
After
poke bowl.
all the sweat and tears.
Poke bowl.
Some water.
It's good. And healthy too, guys. This is not,
And we use some yum yum or some soy, so put on there. So you got different, whatever you like.
Everything is good. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm totally surprised. But also don't shy away from it. This is different, sushi is different, and also to make it safe, we didn't use raw fish, because we didn't want to risk it, So we wanted to make sure that on our first time making sushi, that we're not going to make anybody sick from anything. We just want to be careful. And of course, we're going to do this again. So it's like, we'll kind of explore,
And I put these little tiny baby Korean peppers on mine just now.
Oh, yeah.
They're very hot.
Yes.
They're delicious.
Yes.
Of course, you saw those earlier. They're real small.
Yeah, they are. They are, but it's really good, Chris.
Really
I'm glad
good.
we decided to do this, the sushi.
Small.
Oh, yeah, they are small.
But they're hot.
And look at the seeds in it.
Yeah.
Those are, for that pepper to be that small and have those huge seeds. Yes, huge seed. That means it's hot.
Yep.
Hot, hot, hot.
So, another one in the books. Guys, we enjoy you taking this journey with us, and we look forward to the next time. Another dish, another time. This is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
And this is the spice.
Oh. Oh. Live.
Live.